some fresh insight into these daily recordings. This is Denise and Ayesha at Rasa Flow Yoga. I hope today we can talk about posture. So we are just centering in this lovely atmosphere around our studio. There is a gentle breeze flowing today. Everything's calm around this, around the studio. So I'm just assessing the energy around the studio. Very calm, very decent. So and so that when I was standing here, just tuning in, I thought to myself, why don't we just notice how we're feeling in our posture today? And I think that's a good topic because a lot of us don't question it. Now, if you're joining us for this posture meditation, come and join us either standing, seated, or lying down. I'm going to ask Denise how she's feeling in her posture today. How are you doing, Denise?
In my posture today, I feel that I'm slouching a little bit, that I should be a little bit more conscious of how I'm standing. And I was told that, or I find that I tend to lean back and stand on my heels, where I should really be balancing on the center of my feet with all four corners anchored to the floor. And that helps me remain standing upright.
Lovely, lovely. Yeah, so if you're joining us for the meditation today, come and, you can also lean against the wall if needed. But choose to stand up, sit down. Denise and myself have come to seated. And if that's not okay, you can lie down. Lie down on your back. You can bring your yoga mat or just lie down flat on the floor. The first thing to do is to check in. There's three parts of our body: lower body, middle body, and upper body. Check in with the lower body and notice if you have any pain or are you pain-free. And then from there, we're going to have to adjust how we stand, sit, or lie down, and then assess how we're doing in the middle body. So take a couple breaths to feel that assessment. Make any adjustments that you are required to do for your lower back and for your middle back. Bring the props that are required. And now check into the upper back with your shoulders. Are they droopy, meaning is the head sticking forward when you, in general, is the head somewhat centered along your spine, which means the back of the head is in line with your sacrum, and you kind of feel a straight line from the sacrum up to the back of your neck. And then the spine kind of feels willowy, which is why these movements are natural, cat and cow movements. Through these willowy movements, whether they're happening or it seems like there's some space for these movements to happen, are you feeling confident? Can you place yourself in that space that nature has provided for us in our bodies? And now we'll begin the meditation. If you're standing, take Tadasana with your arms out and actually experience mountain pose. If the arm options are not okay, choose any other variation. But the arm options for mountain pose are right for your shoulders. Now, whether you're standing, sitting, or lying down, imagine that you've got a supported flat pole behind you, and lean the back of the head and the broad shoulders and your lower back towards that flat pole surface. And keep breathing. The doors are open to the studio. We've allowed the fresh air to come in, this gentle flowing air, and the traffic is passing. So it's going to seem a bit noisy. But this is the challenge with yoga. How can we find our posture in busyness? How can we navigate through our day with everything moving at their flow? Everyone's moving at their flow, but we're centered in ours. So as you have experienced your upper back, your middle back, and your lower back against this imaginary flat surface of a pole, now begin your breath. And as you begin to breathe deeply, you will naturally notice that some of your muscles are engaged. I feel my abs engaged. I feel my back muscles are engaged, just to keep me against this imaginary post, flat post. Bring your awareness to your neck muscles and notice if you are relaxed along the sides of the neck, or if the sides of the neck are straining to support your head. Continue to indulge in deep breaths. Notice other sensations in the body. Your heart must be beating a little faster as you are concentrating and working on your posture. And maybe your back muscles along the spine are working continuously to keep you supported along this imaginary flat surface of a post behind you. At this time now, if you have the need to take your arms up, choose to do that. If you prefer to take any other arm position, choose that, because your shoulders are handling the strain of your posture. So you may have to adjust your shoulders. Good. I'm going to just take my arms up here. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's giving me free energy to speak. Having my hands on my lap is not supporting the free flow of my speech. Now I'm slightly engaging my fingers, and I've got lots of attention in my back, upper back muscles, around my shoulders, in between the shoulder blades. Attention on your arm bones, the back of the neck, and just the way the head or the back of the head is also leaning into that flat imaginary post. There's a white butterfly that's come to visit, and it's around the tree in front of us. And to me, that's a sign that we have come to the end of our meditation. The same butterfly visited me in the last meditation. So let's bring our hands together to close this meditation. And maybe it just brought some awareness to how we stand, sit, or lie down. I'll close here, as usual. The divine in me sees the divine in you. Namaste.